madlozi yakhuluma nawe.
Takazani Timelang, hello everyone, welcome to the one-on-one sessions with Gogo Mosare, and I'm your host Gogo App, giving you guys tips, lessons, and teachings on everything spirituality. Okay, so today is another Q&A video. I am looking at the questions that have been posted on the comment section, and I'm gonna be answering them for you guys. Okay, so the first question that we have is, how can one protect themselves from being bewitched? Okay, so this is a very important question, eh? So witchcraft, when, let's say for example, you're being sent muti or someone's using muti on you, the best way to actually protect yourself is by getting traditional help from a healer. Yes, there are other things that you can use, such as coarse salt, jace feeds and whatnot, but those kind of things do not really work for a long period of time. They only work for like a short duration. For example, coarse salt, you need to like renew it on a weekly basis, but Loana, the more you use it, and the people that are attacking you they actually get to a point where they're aware of the fact that you're using coarse salt to protect yourself from their muti, then they will start using it as well to attack you. Like I said in most of my videos, the same muti that can protect a person can also be used to harm a person. So my advice is that if you are seeing yourself becoming bewitched, or you feel like you're being bewitched, go to a healer. It can be a prophet, a sangoma, a medium, whatever type of healer that you are comfortable with going to, and have that person give you spiritual help, give you the proper herbs or muti to actually protect you from being bewitched. Okay, number 2, what must one do if they are dreaming of themselves naked? Okay, so when you're dreaming of yourselves naked, last time I made a video about dreams where I talked about different dreams of being naked. So you can look at that video and try to figure out what exactly could that dream actually mean for you. If, let's say for example, you're a person whose spirit is being taken, like for example they're using you for witchcraft, you will have certain dreams where as you're seeing yourself naked. When you see those kind of dreams, then the one thing that you should do is that you should rush to somebody who's actually equipped in actually helping people in terms of protecting their spirits. Once you get there, have that person do those rituals that are needed to protect your spirit, to protect your spiritual gift, and also to protect you from being used for witchcraft. Or let's say for example, you're dreaming of someone else naked, so most of the times that can actually entail the fact that this particular person that you're seeing is actually bewitching you. So the minute you see that person in the dream may mean you're actually fighting off, but that will actually mean that you need to try and distance yourself from this particular person and protect yourself from whatever muti this person may be using to actually bewitch you. Okay, number 3, how must one go about it when they are having dreams about other people? Okay, so here's the thing. As a spiritual person, you are going to have dreams about other people. It doesn't matter whether you've already initiated or you haven't initiated. Those dreams will just come spontaneously though. So what's going to happen is that when you have dreams about another person, first of all, try to distinguish whether or not this person is someone that you trust, and whether or not this dream is a dream of coming through as a warning to you about what this person may be doing, or it's a warning that you must give to this particular person. So let's say for example, you're having a dream about me, and in that particular dream something bad is about to happen to me. Normally when you see those kind of dreams, you can either do 2 things. First of all, you can pray for the person you've dreamt of for protection, so their ancestors can help protect them. Secondly, which is mostly one of the things that is needed the most, you have to go to that person and tell them exactly what you're seeing. I know it can be difficult and get that thing out, and you might go to a person who does not really believe, or rather is not ancestral in a sense, maybe a person who's Christian, because maybe a person who's Christian and doesn't really like traditional things. So it can be a very uncomfortable thing, but you telling this person can actually save or help this person in some way whatsoever. So most of the times you are told to actually tell this person, and their reaction to whatever it is that you'll be telling them is completely up to them. If they are negative about whatever it is that you said, if they're gonna fight you for it, it's their business. Well, now what's important is that you've told this person, because what happens is, let's say for example, you have a dream about a person, you don't tell them, it's gonna leave a huge weight over your shoulder. That's the first thing. Secondly, your ancestors will be upset with you. They'll actually punish you for not telling this person, because they want you to tell this person to actually help and protect this person from whatever it is that they may be encountering spiritually. So it is very important for you to take action in those kind of dreams, and do not just sit by once you've had them, and do not care about the person's reaction. People have different reactions to sangoma. Like for a long period of time, when I first initiated, a lot of people did not really like sangomas. So yeah, it was actually weird going to a person and telling them, well, ooh, I saw your death, boy. It was actually kind of weird. But it got to a point where I had to tell those people to actually try and help them however I can. Whether that person actually takes my advice, my spiritual advice or not, it's completely up to them. What matters is that you did your job as a spiritual person. And the more you tell a person, let's say, for example, you dream about a person, something bad happening to them, the more you are able to share with those people and tell them, well, the ancestors showed me this, and the instruction that they gave me is to warn you about this particular thing. The more you do that, is the more your spiritual gift becomes stronger. Your ancestors will come to you more and start telling you more things. So you are enhancing your own spiritual gift by just sharing whatever it is that your ancestors are telling you to share with certain people in your circle or in your life or in life in general. Number 4, can I block my own spiritual gift? I don't want to be a sangoma or a healer. Yes, it is possible, but it can actually be difficult, and it can actually cause a lot of mishaps in your life. So for a person who doesn't want to be a spiritual healer and whatnot, there are certain rituals that can be done, such as dimu. That's what they say it in English. I don't know in Soto. I don't know what it's called in English, but so like to block the ancestors in a sense. So there are so many different rituals, and those rituals can work while others do not work, depending on how your ancestors are, if they allow you to block them or not. And most of the times when you block your ancestors, for ancestors that are very strict and want you to initiate no matter what, then you might find that you cause a lot of problems for yourself. So personally, my advice is that times have changed. Being a sangoma is not a taboo anymore. Like, we are literally in every corner of the world, which is a wonderful thing, because we are like the culture, the tradition that we have in Africa or worldwide is actually being embraced. So there's nothing wrong with being a healer, because you can actually go initiate for your ancestors and then come back and not help anybody, as long as you've actually initiated for them. That's what's most important. So I'd advise anyone who has a spiritual gift to just go ahead and initiate. Like, you don't know, like, you can actually, you do know, like, you can actually decide how you're gonna go about everything, and you can actually communicate with your ancestors on whether or not you want to work as a healer. It's completely up to you, and there isn't anything wrong with being a sangoma. Okay. Another one is, I stopped experiencing physical symptoms of my gift. Is it normal? Okay, so the physical symptoms are actually sort of like the signs that you have a spiritual gift. So the minute those physical symptoms actually stop, and you have not yet initiated, then it can be something a bit alarming, because most of the times they're supposed to stop once you've done initiating. So if they stop beforehand, it might be that, for example, maybe some of your ancestors are blocked. So this is something that I would advise a person to check up on if it happens. But for others, it could be that maybe you did something for the ancestors. Maybe you got an instruction from your ancestors to do something, and you did that correctly, and they're relieving the pains. Because the more your spiritual gift is manifesting and your spirit is becoming stronger, the less the pains you're going to encounter. But it's vice versa for everyone. For other people, it gets worse. For other people, it just stops. It just depends on your ancestors. But this is something, when it happens, go and check. Just go and check, just to ensure that your spiritual gift is still protected regardless. Okay. And the last question: what causes womb movement? Okay, so the certain stomach movement, womb movement. Yeah, the certain movements that go around your womb. For other people, it can even go to your lower back and whatnot. So there are different causes of that. The same way that I did mention water, spiritual wombs can be caused by so many things. The same applies with womb movement. So that video, most of the things that I did mention there also apply to womb movement. But most of the times, other times, Molodo, you're having a lot of womb movements, you're not pregnant or whatnot. It could be, firstly, suggestion. That could be the first thing. Secondly, could be your ancestral gift, because if you have a water spirit, there are gonna be a bit of movements and uncomfortability on your womb, your lower back, and your lower abdomen. So it's quite normal for people that are spiritually gifted. But I would advise a person to actually go and check to make sure there isn't any suggestion, because there are different types of suggestions. Sometimes they can give you a suggestion with something that can actually move around your body, while other times it's just a herb that's just going to make you sick or do whatever it is that they want you to do. So it's something that I would advise a person to check. But with that video of different womb pains, but also all of this symptoms, all of those causes that I listed down on that video actually apply to womb movement as well. Anyways, that is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. Have a beautiful one. Tokozani. Bye bye.